Every once in a while, archaeologists come across something remarkable, something that is so hard to explain that even the most seasoned of archaeologists find it difficult to explain what that discovery actually is. Before we begin, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, Top Best for Everything, for more. So let's take a look at some of the most incredible artifacts discovered in history. Number 10. Hammer. Way back in June 1935, the Han family were taking a walk when they saw a rock with wood protruding from its core. The London residents decided to take the thing home with them and managed to free the hammer from the stone with a chisel. Turns out they had just discovered a hammer, at least a tool that resembled one. The artifact was eventually turned into professionals, who dated the tool to the Ordovician era and is believed to be more than 400 million years old. Number 9. Ancient Greek computer. The Antikythera mechanism is considered to be the world's first mechanical computer and was found in a shipwreck off the island of Antikythera. The artifact was buried under 45 meters of water and was used to calculate astronomical positions. This was a very sophisticated device and a clear proof that Greek engineering was well ahead of its time. Interestingly enough, there's nothing written or any other record that seems to suggest anything about the artifact's existence. Number 8. The DROPA stones. In 1938, Dr. Chi Pu Te led an archaeological expedition in the Bayan Ula in China, where his team made quite an astonishing discovery. The nearby caves in the region had traces of an ancient civilization, and buried under the layers of dust were hundreds of stone discs. While these discs looked inconspicuous at first glance, it turns out these were very similar to phonograph records. Number 7. The SAQQARA bird. Made out of the wood of a sycamore tree, the SAQQARA bird artifact was first discovered in Egypt and is quite a unique bit of craftsmanship. It weighed under 40 grams and has a wingspan of more than 7 inches. The artifact dates back to 200 BC. The artifact shows that the ancient Egyptians were well aware of the principles of aviation. Number 6. The Battery of Baghdad. These batteries are perhaps the first example of galvanic cells that might have been used to electroplate gold into silver objects. The clay vessel only needed to be filled with an acid or alkaline substance to produce an electric charge. However, there are a few archaeologists who believe that this was not a battery and instead a simple storage vessel. Number 5. Human footprint. A fossil of a human footprint was found in limestone and is believed to be more than 300 million years old. Although we haven't come across any insights about it, it is clear that human history is older than what we were initially led to believe. There are tons of such oddities found across the planet, with 65 million year old semi-ovoid metallic tubes discovered in France. It's clear that we don't know much about our own history. Number 4. The PIRI rice map. In 1929, historians made a very unique discovery. They came across a map on the skin of a gazelle. The map was actually drawn in 1513 by a Turkish Navy Admiral PIRI Reis. In the map, he depicts Europe, North Africa, Brazil, and the mythical island of Antillia. This goes on to show that perhaps Christopher Columbus was not the original discoverer of new lands. Number 3. The NAZCA drawings. These drawings definitely seem very outlandish. They were discovered in 1930 when the US was inaugurating 2 new commercial lines. These lines comprise of geometric figures, animals, and certain figures that we haven't understood yet. However, it is clear that these lines were meant to be witnessed from an aerial view, even though there was no means to conquer the skies when these lines were originally drawn. The lines were created by an ancient civilization known as the NAZCA. Number 2. City built on corals. On a coral reef near Micronesia, there are relics of the ancient city of Nan Madol that was built between 200 BC and 800 AD. There are around 100 such artificial islands that were made from huge basalt blocks and connected with viaducts. How could an ancient civilization manage to construct artificial islands and place all those huge blocks so perfectly? This is an impressive feat and another reason why we are always amazed by such mysterious creations. Number 1. SACSAYHUAMAN walls. More than 3,500 meters above sea level, near the city of Cuzco, Spanish conquistadors were in awe of these amazing walls. Indeed, the Spaniards were surprised to see how people who were supposed to be ignorant and lacked logical reasoning built such wonders. There are 3 walls averaging 360 meters in length and 6 meters in height. Every wall weighs at least 300 tons. The biggest surprise is that mortar wasn't even used to bind the walls. Instead, the walls were carved and placed in such a manner that even the sharpest of knives can't be wedged between 2 blocks. For years, scientists have been trying to replicate the tight joints of the SACSAYHUAMAN walls and have failed. This is one marvel that we would love to know more about. That's all for this video. Don't forget to comment down below your favorite find from the list above and subscribe for more.